The clash between good and evil is behind so many great stories, from ancient legends to the latest great film. It's the meta-narrative in most religions. Guido Reni's classic painting shows the Christian view. Here Michael, leader of God's angels, finally defeats Satan. Satan's muscular, showing evil is strong. But he's also chained, so evil is somehow limited by God. Michael is powerful, destroying evil without much effort. In the Christian view, evil is not a permanent thing. It will be destroyed.
One of the things that I appreciated about the apocalyptic view when I was a Christian, that I continue to appreciate today, is that it takes evil very seriously. Evil isn't simply your free will that you do something bad to someone else, and evil isn't just nasty things that happen occasionally. Evil is, for an apocalypticist, is a real power in the world that is controlling things and that is affecting things and that is causing massive suffering.
The biblical claim reaches as far as saying that there is a personal malevolent being called the devil, or Satan, which simply means the accuser, who is involved at some level at least in originating the evil in this universe. I believe we have to take that seriously.
I think evil is real, it's tangible, it's not just socially constructed, and I believe that the way the world was created, it was never meant to be here, and I believe that one day, and again, I can't prove this scientifically or logically or rationally, it's a faith statement, but I believe that one day evil will be eradicated totally.
This world, according to this apocalyptic worldview, is controlled by the forces of evil. God has a personal enemy, a Satan figure, a devil figure, who is a personal being that is opposed to God and his people. Just as God has his good angels, the devil has his demons. Just as God has the power of life, the devil has the power of death. Just as God can bring good, the devil can bring evil. And things are getting worse and worse. And they're going to get worse until the end, when literally all hell breaks out. When things get absolutely as bad as they can, then God will intervene.
Now let's deal first of all with the superficial reaction that simply laughs at the idea that there are beings like the devil. I find that very odd in an age which is constantly bombarding us by telling us there's extraterrestrial intelligence of all kinds out there. Well, if you believe that from a scientific perspective, why is it when the Bible talks about it, it gets mocked? That is simply not consistent. We see around us that people only get what they merit. And they feel that if they're going to sort their lives out, they must be able to engineer it themselves. And the central message of Christianity is it can't be done. It can't be done because the flow of evil started before we started. And it has got other involvements in it that are way beyond us. And that is why the Christian gospel addresses the problem by pointing out to us quite honestly and openly that we cannot put it right ourselves. But God has done it through Christ. You see, the level of the solution meets the problem.
One can look at the world and look at the evil, and the concept of a devil shouldn't be ruled out a priori. If you suddenly decide, well, you do believe there is a devil, you could argue, well, that sure helps explain an awful lot of what's going on out there.
It seems to me that we need to factor into our understanding of evil the fact that it may be that a bomb has hit this universe in more ways than one, and that there are malevolent influences that come from a level that's not purely human. I say that as a scientist without embarrassment, because my faith in God and in heaven doesn't depend on what I think about the devil or not. It depends on what I think of Christ. And if Christ is God and man, and that opens up the whole question of the supernatural, then a devil fits in there. But of course, if you reject the notion of the supernatural, you never take it seriously anyway.
What if there really is a God and a dark side to the supernatural beyond normal human perception? That would go a long way in explaining Auschwitz, child abuse, and even the struggles we feel in ourselves. And if evil really is destroyed and good rewarded at the end of the story, couldn't that make our personal choices crucial? What do you think?